Okay, guys, I want to say thank you for jumping on board. I'm excited today. We're going to jump on to a couple of different topics. As we said we would today, we're going to move into the written goals and activities. If you're watching this and this is your first time, this is from our Wealthy Coach 2.0 and our Discover Real Results coaching program. And I'm really excited to bring this today because as we look ahead, as we think about all of our goals and our dreams and our activities, it really is about grabbing a hold of the information and then place it in activities. Now, it doesn't just say written goals. Goals are great, but goals will often leave you lacking if you're not consistently hitting your goals. And again, those goals could be financial, those goals could be something physical. But we're going to talk finance today. If you're not hitting your financial goals, what is your goal? And in fact, I want you to, even as you're watching this, I want you to write that down. What is your goal? Is it $5,000 a month? Is it $10,000 a month? Is it $1,000 by next week? Is it to sell your first 10K coaching package, consultant package? Is it to get booked? I just spoke with someone the other day, and they get booked on. They do one speaking gig every 2 weeks. Their gig is $9,500, and they have a great lifestyle from it. And I think actually $9,800, so just under 10K. And so that is their goal. If that was their goal, what if they wanted to go past 10K? What if they wanted to do one a week? What if they just want to break it down to one a month? So it's really about having your goals written out. And there's a couple of reasons why. Neurologically, when something's written out, your unconscious mind begins to work for it, which is really great. It's powerful. Number two, we can always look and see where we're at. Now, this is Mark Victor Hansen. I'm going to read this. By recording dreams and goals on paper, you set in motion the process of becoming the person you want to be. This is very important. You set into motion the process of becoming the person you want to be. Put your future in your hands, in good hands, put them in your own. If your good hands are good. And so you trust yourself. This is going to be real important. So we're going to talk about income goals, work-life schedule, life goals, and stretch goals. And if you're in the Wealthy Coach program, then you know as we go through our training, we're helping you reach these. What are your income goals? Our first goal for you is 10K a month, consistent income. When you're at 10K a month, now, how do we get there with a work-life schedule? We don't want to work 60 hours a week just to make 10K. We've got to have a schedule that works for you. Then other goals, and every goal is not going to be financial. Some goals will require finances, but what are some of your other life goals? If you're at 10K, what does that give you? Are you with me? What does that make possible that maybe isn't possible beforehand? If you have another goal and you say, hey, I can't reach that. I can't reach that on 10K. I've got to be at 15K. I've got to be at 20,000 a month. Then okay, then let's look at the $20,000 a month. Let's get you there as well. Okay, so let's look at that each and every month. Where do we need to get you to your life goals and then your stretch goals? I was reading a book earlier. I'm going to read the quote to you. It's a really great quote. It says, how good can you stand it? How good can you stand it? Are you with me? Because sometimes we think of how good we want it, but how good could you stand it? How much all of a sudden is too much? How much is beyond your belief? We're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about short-term and long-term goals today. If this is your first time following us, hit the share button, hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you look in the comments below, you'll see howtosellcoaching.com. If you're a coach, consultant, course creator, public speaker, grab a hold of our information. Let me show you what we can do for you. You can also jump over to callwithwayne.com. That's the schedule a call with me. We'll look at your business, look at where you're going, and see if there's something we can help you with to move it to the next level. Now, we're going to use what you probably have been taught before, and that's SMART goals. And there's a reason we use SMART goals. That SMART goal they're very specific. See, it state exactly what you want to accomplish. That's why I said if it's 10,000 a month, it's 20,000 a month. What is your number? Number two is measurable. Okay, what do you want to accomplish? I want to be a full-time coach or full-time public speaker. I want to be a full-time consultant. Great. How do you measure that? Use smaller mini goals. Are you going to be at 10,000 a month by the end of the year? Are you going to be 20,000 a month next year? How many hours a week? Number three, achievable. People say, Wayne, I want to get 100,000 a month in coaching, and then we look and they're at 2,000 a month. Well, that's a big goal. I'm not saying it's not achievable, but let's take the right actionable steps to get to that next place. So achievable. Number four, realistic. So it's achievable, make it reasonable. Number four, realistic is similar to achievable, but there's some differences. It means it's relevant. Okay, it's realistic. It's relevant to your life and what you're trying to accomplish. Not just that you can do it, but is it worth the energy? Okay, and then finally, timely. Give yourself a date. Set a deadline. Now we're at the end of August. We've got September, October, November, December. You got 4 full months. Any one of you that are coming on board the Wealthy Coach program, we can have your signature program set up. We can have you out there making offers to people and having people find you and get you to 10K a month by the end of the year without a doubt. The key is, are you reaching out to the people? Or are you jumping on board? So if you haven't yet, jump over to How to Sell Your Coaching. Now, okay, so let's go another level deeper. Let's go a little deeper on these, and let's look at some of these. We covered that. What is your one? So let me ask you, what is your 1 year income? Let's just do this. Let's look at one person today. I'm gonna watch in comments. If you want to post in comments, I'll be more than happy to hop on board here. Okay, Tommy. Tommy said 10 million. Okay, great. Where you at? Okay. Tommy said 200,000. Why 200,000? What would that do for you? Okay, replace your income. Replace the income of you and your wife. Replace the income of you and your wife. Guys, if you got any comments, post them in comments. We really, really look forward to answering questions. So, Tommy, let's do this. Tommy, you're at 200K. That's going to be, I always break down when I'm doing goals like this into the 4 quarters. So we're at $50,000 a quarter. Okay. So $50,000 a quarter, we can look and see how many do we need? How many clients will it take? How many clients will it take? And that's going to go back to, this is the specific and measurable, but it's going to go back to what your goals are or what your income is. So you can see here, I had in our notes, we're going to talk about you, Tommy, but in our notes, we had somebody doing 120K. They divided that amount into 4 quarters. It means $30,000 every 3 months. They need 6 clients at $5,000 per client, or 2 clients a month. You see this? So it's very simple. So they have a $5,000 program. They need to sell 2 clients a month, and they're going to hit their $120,000 a year goal. Now, your goal is a little higher, Tommy. So let me ask you, what are you offering at this point? Are you offering a package, or are you doing coaching by the hour, which I'm hoping you're not? So you need to have a signature system that we can guarantee a result. So this is the problem, this is the result, and this is how we get there. Are you with me? And then we can give that a price tag. We can give that an investment. So when you are looking at here, we're going back to, this is a $5,000 per month, what they need. Let's look at yours. So let's look at yours. 200,000. So this is yours, Tommy. What is your 1 year income goal? We break that down. We're into 50,000. Now I'm going to go back and assume you're at 5,000 a client. We'll talk about that. We'll help you get your program. If it's 3,000, if it's 8,000, all of this adjusts. But let's look at 10 clients. 10 clients per quarter would give you $50,000 per quarter, which would give you $200,000 a year. Do you see how we break this down there? This is just back to the specific and measurable. We're going to get to the achievable, the realistic, and all of that in just a moment. Okay? So now, if we do this, then we need 3.3 clients per month. So let's just go with 4 clients a month. We'll go with 1 client, not even 1 client a week, but basically 1 client a week. So 3.3 clients a month. Because if you have 4, there's always the possibility that something's going to fall through, et cetera. And if you blow past your 200,000, great. But how do we get you to those 3.3 per month? See, that's very, very important. Once you know your goal, you know where you're at. If it's 120, if it's 200,000. Now, for those who said, Wayne, I'm already at 10,000. I'm already at 15,000. I've got a friend now we helping him. He's tracking anywhere from 40 to 50,000 a month in coaching and consulting, and he's like, hey, I want to take it to the next level. I want to get to 100K. So how do we get them there? Okay, 100K will put you just over $1 million. So let's look at $1 million. If you have $1 million, then it's divide that out. It's actually $250 a quarter, and he's at $25,000 per client. Now, $25,000 a client sounds a lot. It does, but understand what he's offering for the people and what kind of return on investment they're going to get. So 25 per client. Again, we're back to 3.3. If he can convince, and he works with business owners, if he can convince approximately one business owner a week, just one a week to say, yes, this looks good. Yes, I'm on board. Just one a week, and maybe not every week. Do you see where I'm coming from? Because some weeks it may not. Then he is going to be at a very solid $1 million per year. So what does $1 million per year look like? Well, it looks like this. One client, not even a client every week. If you're at a high ticket, or maybe a few clients a month if you're at a lower ticket. But this is real money. These are real people that's doing this. So my question is, what is your 1 year goal? What is your 1 year goal? I want you to write it down and divide that into 4 quarters. Now, some of you are just starting with us and we're like, Wayne, do I start from now? Do I start 2021? Go ahead and do it from 12 months from today, 12 months from today, or maybe 12 months from next month, starting September 1, because we're going to get you set up, we're going to get everything working, and we're going to have you moving in this. But I really want you to just jump on there now. What is your goal in the next 12 months? There's no right or wrong answer, as long as it's specific, achievable, and realistic, something we can work together with. And listen, we've seen clients go to several million a year. We've seen clients do, get very comfortable at 5, 10, 15,000 a month. Depends what your goal is. Now, I want you to write out your 2 year goal. What is your 2 year goal? Are you with me? Okay. And then what is your 5 year goal? What is your 1 year goal? Into 4 quarters, your 2 year goal, and your 5 year goal. And here's what happens when you start going in the 2 year and 5 year. Sometimes numbers just pop up, but then you have to ask yourself, why did I say that? Why do I feel that number is the number? Why do I feel like 10,000 a month is good? Why do I feel like 20? And especially when you get to past the quote I gave you a while ago, how good can you stand it? For my friend that's at doing between 40 and 50,000 a month, that's a solid income. It's giving him his family the money to go move. It's giving him his family the money to go travel. It's done things that he wanted to do, and because he's very smart in his coaching business, he's outsourced some work. It's not overwhelming to him. Now, to get to 100,000 a year means taking on a little more projects, means more time invested. But what would $1 million a year do for him? And so it really goes back to not just the money, it goes back to what are you trying to accomplish with it? Does that make sense? What are you trying to accomplish? So here's what I want all of you to do. I want you to jump over to howtosellcoaching.com, howtosellcoaching.com, and just fill out the information, grab a hold of our free information, our free reports. Just look at what we have for you to see if it helps. And if you're like, hey, Wayne, I know this is something I need. I'm ready to jump on. I'm ready to work with you. I'm ready to go to the next level. Then I'm going to ask you to jump over to callwithwayne.com. It's going to give you the opportunity to jump on a phone call with me. We're going to take 15, 20 minutes. We're going to look at your business, look at what you have to offer, see if it's something that we can help launch and get you to the next level, or maybe it's something we need to go in and maybe do some tweaking to. But again, there's no cost for the call. There's no obligation. We can help you, great. If we can't, we'll let you know that too. But I look forward to working with all of you. And again, thank you for jumping on this call, and make it